So in today's video, what I'm going to do is walk you through step by step how you can use the Google AI Studio when it comes to potentially earning an extra source of income online. Treat this video as a free course because it's going to be detailed. I'm going to go through most things step by step, click by click, so that by the end of this video, you're going to have a full understanding as to how the Google AI Studio can again help you potentially build up a somewhat successful side hustle. And the reason why I say this is because if I just go over to this tool over here, this is going to give you insights into what I'm going to be talking about in this video, because the way that this tool works, which is called Zeek Analytics, is that it shows you the estimated earnings for different websites that are out there. And there's people that have websites where they don't need to hold any physical products. They don't need to ship anything out themselves. But because they're selling something called a low ticket digital product, they're going to be able to make sales around the clock. And what I'm going to do is just type in one type of low ticket digital product. Let's go with an ebook in this case. So I'm just going to type it in there like that. And to make sure that Zeek Analytics definitely shows me low ticket digital products, I'm just going to change this to 20 and change this to 100. And from there, what I'm going to do is just click on search. Okay, great. So as you guys can see, there's all of these different sites. You know, there's some sites that I've shown you in previous videos, but there is this site that is quite interesting. What I'm going to do is just click into it. As we can see on this page, they're only selling 4 different products and it's mainly ebooks. We can also see that they're getting estimated 596 different sales in a 30-day date range period. And we can also see the estimated earnings, which is over 5 figures. By no means am I saying that if you sell a low ticket digital product straight after watching this video, you're going to be able to make sales like this, because it doesn't really work like that. There's always going to be work that's going to be required. But as long as you're aware of how you can use all of these different AI tools to your disposal, you're going to be able to put yourself on the right path. So if we just click into the actual website, this is what this 5-figure website looks like. Super simple, super straightforward. You know, they've got a homepage, they've got the shop page as well, where you can see all of their different items. Like for example, they've got this one that they're selling for around $39.99. We can see here that it's definitely a digital product. Instantly download your PDF guide right after payment. And the entire website is all about stoicism. I'm not sure if you guys know what that is, but something really interesting. You know, it's a philosophy, way of living. If I just click into their Instagram page, we can see that they're somewhat consistent when it comes to posting different images. And if I just go over to their Facebook profile, it's the exact same thing. And we can also see that they've got a blog page that they've not been really consistent recently, but we can see that they've been posting regular blog articles on this website as well. But yeah, that's basically what I'm going to be showing you in today's video. I want to walk you through how you can build a simple website like this, how you can, you know, tap into the power of the Google AI Studio, and just everything that you need to know in between. So let's begin right now with entering in the first prompt into the Google AI Studio. And the way that you can do that is by using this Google AI Studio digital product prompt builder. I'm going to leave a link down below, completely free. I've shown this on my channel quite a few times, so I'm just going to quickly speed through it and show you exactly how it works. So question 1 is going to be, what type of digital product are you most interested in creating? Of course, in this case, we're going to be making an ebook. So I'm just going to select that. Question 2 is, what is your skill level? So I've been doing it for many years, but for the sake of this video, I'm just going to say that I'm a beginner, because I'm sure most of you that are watching are probably beginners. Question 3 is, why do you want to sell a digital product? Of course, to generate income. Question 4 is, what niche do you have knowledge in? So there's all of these different options, and you just need to make sure that you pick something that you've got knowledge in. This is something that I say all the time. You don't want to start an online business around something that you think is going to make you money, just for you to find out that customers are asking you basic questions that you're not able to answer. So for the sake of this video, I'm going to select e-commerce and dropshipping, because this is something that I've been doing for many years. So if I just select this and then click on next. Question 5 is, how do you want to sell your digital product? So there's all of these different, you know, options you can choose from. Membership site, we've got ebook, publishing platform like Amazon KDP. You can use Teachable if you want. But what I'm going to pick is my own website because of course we're replicating the site that I showed you earlier. So let's go with this one. What color scheme do you want? I'm going to say that I want it to be professional and clean. And I think right now we're on the last question. How do you plan to promote it? So I would say that you want to, use as many options as possible. But if you're someone that's new to digital marketing, you want to focus on just one. And the one that I'm going to go with in this video is going to be SEO blog articles, even though I would probably do a mixture of short form content, even YouTube videos, paid ads, email marketing, and SEO blog articles. But let's just go with this one for now and then click on submit. And what you're going to need to do from this point is just copy this entire prompt and head back over to the Google AI Studio. So you're just going to paste everything in there just like that. And by the way, if you want to access the Google AI Studio, you're just going to go over to aistudio.google.com. It's completely free to use. So I'm just going to enter this and then click on run prompt. And the reason why we're doing this, by the way, is because as you can see, it's giving me an entire breakdown of exactly what I need to do when it comes to building out this business where I can make this ebook and start selling it. This is going to be an integral part of this entire process because there's other websites that you're going to need to go to. There's other AI tools that you need to use, and all of the different prompts that you're going to use is going to be within this plan. Okay, there we go. So I've now got everything I need. And if you're following along with what I'm doing, the next thing that you need to do is start the process of building out the website where you're going to host your ebook. And don't worry, I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do when it comes to building your ebook and all of the steps that goes into that. So to get your website built, what you're going to do is just come over here to the Hostinger AI website builder section, and there's going to be a link within the plan that you can click directly into. That's going to take you over to Hostinger, where you're going to click on start now. And the one that I always recommend if you're a returning viewer is going to be the business website builder. And the reason for this is because of all of the different AI features, but the most important thing is the 0% transaction fees. Every single time that you make a sale for one of your low ticket digital products, you're not going to have to pay any transaction fees whatsoever. And I'm going to show you how to set up your payment processor as well. So all you got to do is just click on choose plan. And then from this page, it's going to ask you how long you want the website for. If you select 48 months, you're going to get the biggest discount. And if you want to get a further discount, just come over here to coupon code, enter this one in. I'm also going to put it on the screen in case you can't see it. Click on apply. And as you can see, you're going to be able to get an additional 10%, including all of the discounts that you're already getting. So I'm just going to click on continue. And once you've done that, it's now going to take you over to this page where, as you already know, you just need to enter a brand name and a short description. Hostinger or Google AI Studio, is going to be able to assist you, because if I just go back over to the plan, we're going to be able to get the prompt right here. So you can just copy it like this, go back over to Hostinger, paste it in there. And of course, you can make any adjustments to it. I'm going to make some slight adjustments just so that I can make the website in the way that I want to make it. But using this prompt, it just kind of gives you a foundation to work from. And within the actual plan, let me just make sure I've got it set up. You're also going to see all of these different brand names to choose from. And of course, if you want to use your own name, you don't have to pick one from the plan. I'm just trying to make it a little bit easy for you guys. So the brand name that I'm going to go with is going to be Success with Dropshipping. So that's the one that I'm going to choose. And then I'm just going to make some changes to the description, some subtle changes, and then click on create a website. Okay, perfect. So I'm back, guys. That took no more than 30 seconds, but as you can see, it was able to build out the entire landing page, the entire website, complete with the shop page as well as the blog page. Everything has been formatted. It's going to work on mobile phone. It's going to work on desktop. It's going to work on tablet. So, this is super efficient, and this is definitely the tool that you want to use when it comes to building out your own website in a matter of seconds. If I was going to go through all of the different benefits of using this, we're going to be here forever. But even something as simple as this, as you can see on the homepage, I didn't need to tell it to, put this section, but this is going to be a great way for you to collect email addresses and build up emails in the back end. So if I just click into it and show you exactly what I'm talking about. If you didn't know, Hostinger actually has their own email marketing solution built in. So once you make your website go live, you're going to start to see all of the different emails popping up over here. And this is going to be great when it comes to being able to contact people that have landed on your site. If you want to turn them from a non-paying customer into a paying one, you're going to be able to do that. Maybe you want to let them know about some sort of service that's coming up. You're going to be able to do that as well. So you're not going to have to go elsewhere to get your email marketing done. You're essentially going to be able to use Hostinger Reach. So this is something that I wanted to let you guys know. But generally speaking, on this website, everything is going to be integrated. There's going to be some changes that you need to make. Of course, with the email, the placeholder phone number, everything is changeable. You can click into anything. But we're going to come back to this in a moment. Most of you right now are probably thinking, but Sam, how exactly am I going to build out the actual ebook for me to start selling? And this is where so many people end up getting stuck, because they believe that they need to wait, months and months, writing an ebook from scratch for them to be able to sell it, when that isn't the case. When it comes to selling a low ticket digital product for $20, $30, something like that, you can use AI when it comes to assisting you. And the only thing that you're going to need to do is go through the ebook and make sure that everything has been entered in accurately. So the tool that you're going to use is going to be Gamma. Gamma is something I speak about a lot on this channel because I can't believe that it's able to operate in the way that it does. It can write out an entire ebook literally within 2 or even 1 minute. So what I'm going to do is leave the link in my description if you want to check it out, and I'm just going to click on generate. You can either use Gamma to make some sort of educational digital presentation, but if you're focused on making an ebook, what you're going to do is click on document just like this, and then click on A4. And you can also change the language to any other language, but I'm just going to leave it on English UK. And when it comes to the cards, all this means is the different sections that's going to go into the ebook, also known as chapters. So I would recommend picking the max amount of cards possible. Of course, it depends on what type of ebook you're selling and the topic, how advanced it is. But the more pages, the more chapters, the more value, the more you're going to be able to charge. But for the sake of this video, because I don't want it to be too long, what I'm going to do is leave it on 10 cards, and you just need to enter a prompt. So again, this is where the Google AI Studio is going to come in. If I just scroll down over here, as you can see, there's going to be this prompt. So I'm just going to copy it like that, head back over to Gamma, paste it in there like this. Again, I just need to let you know that you can make any changes to this. You don't need to stick with what the Google AI Studio is telling you. If you want to, maybe change the chapters, if you want to structure it in a different way, you can do that. What I'm going to do is make some slight adjustments right now, and then click on generate outline. Then what I need to do is just select the theme that I want to go with. I'm going to use this one over here. I believe it kind of goes with the website that we've just built, and I'm going to make sure that the information is detailed, and then I'm going to click on generate. Okay, there we have it. The ebook has now been produced. As we can see, all of these different pages, everything you can see on the screen, by the way, I didn't have to do. The image, the text, the way that it's formatted, all of this has been done with the help of AI. And this is definitely something that you can sell, because if I was to write an ebook myself, this is the type of information that I would put in it. The only difference is that it will take me much longer. So I'll definitely recommend using Gamma when it comes to building out your low ticket digital product, because all you got to do from this point is just make sure that you go through the information and ensure that it's correct. From there, you're just going to come over here to the 3 dots in the corner, click on export, and export it as a PDF. Okay, so that's now been done. The download has gone onto my MacBook. So what we can do now is move on to one of the next steps, which is listing the ebook for sale on the Hostinger store. So if I just go back over to it, on your store, you're going to notice that there's going to be some placeholder digital products. So this is obviously not the image that we want. So to make any changes, I'm just going to click on store, come over here to products, and it's going to be on this page that I'm going to be able to add a new digital product. So if I just click on this one, as you can see, Hostinger is going to ask me, what do I want to sell? Physical product, multiple physical products, service, donation, appointment, gift card, print on demand, but I'm just going to go with digital product, of course. And this is where you now need to fill out all of the information, the title, the description, the price. You're going to upload the actual PDF document in this section over here. It's pretty much straightforward. But when it comes to inserting all of this information in the most simplistic way, you can use Hostinger's AI product lister. To do this, you just need to get the cover image of the ebook that you're going to sell. So once you get the cover image, you add it into this section over here. Hostinger is going to automatically fill out this information. And this is where Hostinger, or Google AI Studio, sorry, is going to come in once again. So if I just go back over to the plan, this time what we're going to use is Google's new tool called Nano Banana. And this is a really interesting tool. It's an image generation tool, by the way. And all you got to do is just enter the prompt of what you want it to make. So you don't need to use Canva. You don't need to use anything complicated. You enter the prompt and it's going to be able to give you a detailed image back. And as you guys already guessed it, you can find the prompt to use within the plan that the Google AI Studio gave you. So this is the one that I got, made some adjustments to it, put my own store name right there, let it know that I want it to have white background, and everything else is pretty standard. So what we're going to do is just click on run and see exactly what it's able to come back with. And there we have it. It was able to do that probably in less than 2 seconds. As you guys can see, it looks super professional. If I wanted to get someone to make this, they would have taken time to do it, maybe a week to do it, and they would have charged me, I don't know, $50, $100, but I was able to get that for completely free, and you're going to be able to do the exact same thing. So now that I've got this, I'm going to be able to go back over to Hostinger, and I'm just going to upload the image into this section. So let's just click into it. So Hostinger is now creating the text. It's looking at, the information on the cover of the ebook, and it's going to be able to automatically understand what this ebook is about. And as you can see, it's now come back with the title, the subtitle, the description. Everything has been automatically populated. And again, you just need to drag or add the PDF document into this section. So let me just do that right now. Once you add it, it's going to look something similar to this. So again, when the person now places their order, they're going to be able to receive it directly in their email inbox. When it comes to the price, you can find out that information within Google AI Studio, but I would say for an ebook like this, it's going to be around $19. You could even do $9.99 because there's no transaction fees, and whenever you make a sale, there's no inventory as well. So it all depends on how you want to sell it, but let's go with $9.99 for now. And literally from this point, all you're going to do is just click on save. And there we have it. The ebook is now available on this AI built site, just like that. If I just go over to the home page so that you guys can take a look. So here we have it. This is the ebook. This is what the person is going to see. They're going to be able to add it to their bag. And the beauty of doing this is that if you want to make another ebook, 10 ebooks, multiple different type of digital products, you're going to be able to list them for sale on your Hostinger AI store. There's no limit realistically. It all depends on if you want to focus on one ebook and then maybe add another one, because if you just scroll down over here, as you can see, it's letting the person that's landed on this product page see all of the other products that you're going to be selling. But of course, I've just got this one ebook for sale. So that's basically what goes into the foundation of doing all of this. But one common question that I get all the time is, Sam, how exactly do I set up the payment processor side of things? How does that work? And that's a really good question, because if I just go onto the back end of my Hostinger account, let's just come over here. When you click on manage store, it's going to take you over to the back end where you're going to make all of the necessary changes that you need to make. And one of the things that you're going to need to do when it comes to setting up your store is setting up a payment method. Now, the way that Hostinger works when you click on add payments is that you first need to select your location. So if you're in the United States, you're going to see all of the different options that you have. Let's see the UK, just so that you guys have an understanding. Let's just click on the UK just like that. These are the different options for the UK. Now, the main two that you're going to sign up to, in my personal opinion, is going to be PayPal and Stripe. And I do have to let you know that there is going to be a process when it comes to signing up. Of course, when you're dealing with money, financial institutions, they're going to ask you for your name, your date of birth, your address, ask you to upload documents to prove that you're really who you are. But this is something that you need to do when it comes to making money online in any way, shape or form. So you're just going to click on connect. You're not going to have to go elsewhere when it comes to signing up for this, because Hostinger has partnered with Stripe to make the process a little bit more simple. So you're going to have to insert your email address. And once again, it's going to ask you for your legal name, first name, last name, your date of birth, your home address, your phone number. I'm not going to complete this on screen right now because of course we're going to be here for the next 10, 15, 20 minutes. You know, it's a standard thing that you need to fill out. You can see everything on the left hand side over here. You're going to have to add your bank account for you to receive payments. You're going to have to, you know, go through your business details. Don't worry, you don't need a registered business. You can be a sole trader or some sort of individual person. So that's something that you need to be aware of as well. But once you have gone through the entire process of setting things up, this is what the dashboard is going to look like. You're going to see the gross volume of payments coming in, you know, the net sales. You're going to be able to see all of the different analytics when it comes to you knowing exactly what's working and what's not working. But I would say for the most part, those are the most important things that you need to know when it comes to setting up your website, building your digital product, and of course, when it comes to getting customers onto the site, this is going to be a whole nother ball game. You know, traffic is something that is probably the most important part of any online business. You know, getting customers to be aware that you've got this digital product for sale. And to be honest, guys, it all comes down to utilizing social media. You know, if you're someone that wants to post organic content, then you can do that in the form of blog articles with the help of Hostinger's AI blog writer. As long as you've made sure to connect your website to a Google Search Console account, there's a chance that your articles can be viewed by people, and from there they can now see the ebook that you're selling. Another way that you can do it is by posting video and image content on Instagram as well as Facebook. The good thing about tools like Nano is that you're going to be able to produce images that you can now upload to Instagram ASAP, and you can do it on a consistent basis as well. There's also AI tools like InVideo AI that you can use when it comes to generating UGC style AI videos where you don't need to be in front of the camera. You can get someone else, male, female, British, American, you know, there's so many different choices, and all you need to do is just enter a prompt and it's going to be able to take care of the rest. But the honest truth is there's so many different ways to get traffic. Most of them work, but it's going to come down to consistency. Consistency is one of those things that separates people from either failing or being able to go to the next level. Even though you're going to be selling a low ticket digital product and you're probably thinking that you're not going to be able to get rich from that, that may or may not be true. But if you're consistent when doing so, you're going to find new opportunities, you're going to see certain things, and you're going to be able to naturally progress. If you're thinking that you're going to be able to build a website, load it with a digital product, maybe sit back and let the customers come to you, that's not how things work. You're going to need to be aggressive. You're going to need to figure out what's best for your niche in your situation and just try and work it as hard as possible. Because the beauty of the internet is that once you figure out exactly what works and how you're able to work it in your own situation, that's when things are going to blow up beyond your wildest beliefs. But if you've enjoyed this video, you've learned anything whatsoever, even if it's a small bit of value, don't forget to press the like button. I really appreciate that. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell notification so that YouTube can let you know once a new video has been released. And if you also want to watch another YouTube video that I made not too long ago, in this video I break down 6 of my favorite AI tools that are making people a decent amount of income right now as we speak. You're going to be able to check that out by clicking the link over there. Watch that straight after this because it's already helped out so many people and I'm sure they can help you out too. But other than that, guys, I'm going to catch you on that next video. Make sure you stay safe out there. Peace.